Hi, my dear friends. Today we are going to learn about the Muslim League. This lesson, Muslim League, syllabus part only the aims and objective of Muslim League. Okay, listen now first. This lesson only aims and objective of Muslim League, that only for syllabus. But before that, just I am going to tell about reasons for the formation of a Muslim League. Okay, reasons for the formation of a Muslim League. Very few reasons, just like an outline I am telling. Just you have to remember that few reasons. So many reasons are there. We studied also partition of Bengal, British policy of divide and rule, like that. So many reasons are there. But anyway, at least 4 reasons we'll study. Educational and economic backwardness of Muslims. First point, educational and economic backwardness of Muslim community. Muslims, they lagged behind the Hindus in educational and economic progress of the country. The upper class Muslim, that means the Zamindars and aristocrats, during the first 17 years of 19th century, they were against British people. And also they were very conservative people and hostile to modern education. They are not ready to welcome the modern education. And number of Muslim educated in Western system of education, and they remained. But even they got education from Western countries also, they remained as it is. And the British government in India had consciously discriminated against the Muslim after 1858, holding them responsible for uprising of the 1857 revolt. So because of that reason, they were discriminated in the recruitment to civil and military services. Apart from that, Muslim community was not much interested in the growth of any organized industries. There also they lagged behind. So the Western education system, they totally opposed the Western education system. Many Hindus, on the other hand, adopted Western education system, but at the same time, Muslim people, they considered that is against their culture and custom at all. So, educational and economic backwardness of Muslims, that is one of the important point. Muslims had lagged far behind the Hindus in education and economic progress. Education and economic conditions could only be upgraded by establishing separate organization for Muslims that could represent them. Then Urdu Hindu controversy. Urdu Hindi controversy. What is this Urdu Hindi controversy? That is in the United Province, that means Uttar Pradesh. Urdu was the court language, and all the other petitions to the officers and courts were submitted in Urdu. Some sections of the society protested against this practice. So now April 8, 1900, the government instructed that all petitions were to be submitted in Hindi. That means in Devanagari script, and the court summons and the official announcements to be issued in Hindi as well as in Urdu. So the Muslims resented this. They are not ready to accept this one. That led to a controversy between these two languages at all. That means Urdu Hindi controversy began with the demand of Hindus to replace Urdu by Hindi as the official language in Devanagari. One side, Hindus demanded instead of Urdu, they want Hindi as an official language. So this created a big controversy. Sir Anthony MacDonald, then the governor of Uttar Pradesh, removed Urdu from public offices, which was supported by the Congress. Thus, the need for the formation of Muslim political party felt very severely. Okay, Urdu Hindu controversy means earlier itself, some of the provinces in 1871, Lord Mayo government adopted the resolution which made Urdu the medium of instruction for Muslims in primary and secondary schools. And Hindus created lot of problem during this circumstance at all. And apart from that, in Uttar Pradesh provinces, especially present Uttar Pradesh province, that means United Province, Urdu was the court language, and all the petitions to the office and the courts were submitted in Urdu. Some sections of society, they are not ready to agree with this at all. So, on this base, on April 8, 1900, government instructed that all the petitions were to be submitted in Hindi, in Devanagari script. And the court summons and official announcements to be issued in Hindi as well as in Urdu. So, Muslims, they resented this. The controversy continued for months and relations between communities became worse. That is another reason. Thirdly, Muslim deputation meets Lord Minto. That means Minto Morley reforms that also created some problem. Muslim deputation meets Lord Minto. Okay, now listen. The turning point come in 1906 during John Morley's budget speech, in which he hinted at a constitutional reforms. Minto Morley reform, that only we call Minto Morley reforms. This is introduced by Lord Minto. Turning point come in 1906 during John Morley's budget speech, in which he hinted at the constitutional reforms. He introduced certain constitutional reforms. At that time, Muslims did not have political platform to protect their interests at all. A deputation of Muslim leader under the leadership of Aga Khan met the Viceroy, Lord Minto, and put their demands of separate electorate, weightage in the representation and founding of a Muslim university. So, when the Muslim people did not have a political platform to protect their interest, one of the Muslim leader called Aga Khan, he met the Viceroy called Lord Minto, introduced a new reform regarding this and put their demands of separate electorate, weightage in representation and bounding of Muslim university. Okay, so that is the next reason. Muslim deputation meet Lord Minto. Muslim deputation meet Lord Minto. Minto, the Viceroy. So he appointed a committee for that purpose, that only a Rendale committee, to work out the expansion of legislative council, and accordingly they decided to whatever the demands they demanded certain things: representation of Muslims in electoral bodies, separate electoral constituencies for Muslims, preference to be given to Muslims while nominating the members of Viceroy Council. Like that, so many demands they put forward. So Minto, given Minto the Viceroy, he agreed this, and accordingly they decided to introduce separate group for the matters. That is the another point. Then believed to form a separate body of Muslims. All India National Congress was predominantly Hindu body favoring Hindus and kept the interest of Muslims away at odd ends. See, there is a belief among the people, this Indian National Congress, that was a Hindu body. That is a belief among the people. Majority of the people believed like that. All India National Congress was a predominantly Hindu body favoring Hindus and kept the interest of Muslims away at odd ends. So the belief of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, that Syed Ahmad Khan was one of the prominent Muslim leader. Muslims were a separate entity. So Muslims did not believe that Hindus and Muslims formed one nation. They were different by religion, history, language and civilization. So it became essential for Muslims to establish a political party of their own. That is the another reason. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, one of the prominent leader, he was one of the main person behind all these things, because according to them Indian National Congress was founded, but that is, they considered that is only for Hindus, and Hindu party, majority of the people are Hindus among the Indian population also. So here Muslim interest to protect, nothing is there at all. In that circumstances, they decided to set up a separate organization is needed for Muslims to protect their interests. That these are the four reasons. So many other reasons are there. Partition of Bengal, that is one of the reason. A divide and rule policy of Britishers, that's another reason. Economic backwardness of the country, then relative backwardness of Muslim people, loss of sovereignty of Mughal Empire, British policy of divide and rule. These all are the other reason. Okay, so at least 4 points you understand here. What are the reasons behind the formation of a Muslim League? Education and economic backwardness of Muslims, Urdu in the controversy, Muslim deputation meets Lord Minto, believed to form a separate body of Muslims. Now, formation of a Muslim League. Muslim League formed 1906, in December 1906. The success of Muslim deputation, the Viceroy, that motivated the Muslims to start a separate political organization. Prominent leader Aga Khan, he met Minto the Viceroy, and there he submitted their demand in front of the Viceroy. So accordingly, the sex of Muslim deputation to the Viceroy motivated the Muslim people to start a separate political organization. So Nawab Salimullah of Dhaka, he took the initiative step to start this one in December. Accordingly, in December 1906, an eminent Muslim leader, all the eminent Muslim leaders, they assembled at Dhaka in connection with the Muhammadan Educational Conference. And there he arranged a meeting to consider such proposal also, to form a separate body for Muslims. Okay, when Aga Khan met the Muslim leader, Aga Khan met the Viceroy Minto with his demands. They already gave a sanction regarding that. So accordingly, the sex of this Muslim deputation to the Viceroy that motivated the Muslims to start a separate political organization. So Nawab Salimullah of Dhaka, he took the initiative step. Accordingly, in December 1906, all the eminent Muslim leaders, they assembled at Dhaka in connection with the Muhammadan Educational Conference. There he arranged a meeting to consider their proposal of forming a separate body for Muslims. So accordingly, the proposal to form a central organization for Muslims was accepted, and a political association, All India Muslim League, was set up on December 30th, 1906. Accordingly, at last, they set up an All India Political Association that is called All India Muslim League, set up on December 30th, 1906 under the presidency of Nawab Salimullah. And Aga Khan was the elected president, permanent elected president of the Muslim League. Early headquarters to be at Aligarh, but later it was shifted to Lucknow in 1910. Okay, December 1906, Muslim representatives from various provinces, they all gathered for a Muslim education conference at Dhaka. So the Nawab Salimullah suggested the setting up an organization to represent Muslims. Accordingly, League was formed in Dhaka on 30th December 1906, and first regular section also took place at Amritsar under the chairmanship of Said Ali Imam. Okay, so permanent secretary of this Muslim League, Aga Khan. Okay, earlier Aligarh was its headquarters. Later, central office was shifted to Lucknow in 1910. Okay, so its formation, that only just a conference has taken place. For what purpose? Mainly to discuss about Muhammadan Educational Conference they arranged. Muhammadan Educational Conference they arranged at all. So there all the prominent Muslim leaders were assembled at all. In that meeting, they considered their proposal to set up a separate body for Muslims. Okay, that is the beginning of Muslim League, 1906 December 30. So under the main person behind this Salimullah and the elected president, permanent president Aga Khan. Okay, now the aims and objective of a Muslim League. This is the main part behind this. This is the main part in this lesson. Aims and objective of a Muslim League. Okay. Now see what are the objective of Muslim League. First of all, to promote their interest in social and economic activities. Means they are promote their social and economic interest. Secondly, to protect the rights of the Muslims. According to them, Indian National Congress, that is an Hindu organization, so it is difficult to protect their interest, political rights as well as economic and social interest at all. So then they thought they need a separate organization to protect their political and social interest. So for that is the main aim, to protect their rights as well as promote their social and economic interests. Secondly, to prevent disharmony between Muslims and other communities. They want to put an end to the whatever that is harmony, disunity. Disharmony means disunity that existed between Muslims and other community. They want to put an end. Thirdly, to put forward their problems before the British rulers. Whatever the problem they have, they want to bring that problem in front of British rulers. Their problem they want to put in front of the British rulers. Then to spread loyalty among the Muslims toward the British. They want to spread loyalty among the Muslims toward the British. These are the various objective of a Muslim League. Again listen here. The objective of Muslim League, that is very important in this lesson, to promote among the Muslims. They wanted to promote their social and economic interest. Apart from that, to protect their rights of the Muslims. Secondly, to prevent disharmony or disunity between Muslims and other communities. Thirdly, to put forward their problems before the British rulers. Then last point, to spread loyalty among the Muslims toward the British. These are the main objective of Muslim League. Okay, just you remember here the reasons behind the formation and how it formed, who are the leaders, where it formed, all these things. Last, the objective. This much only is less. Okay, thank you.